I was physically active in both high school and college. Never in a million years did I think that I would someday be in 300-pound territory. But that is precisely what happened over these last few years. During my junior year of college, I suffered from a 6-month long bipolar manic episode, during which I experienced many powerful delusions. And as a result of that manic episode, I experienced a wide array of severe consequences. I was kicked out of my university. I lost jobs and destroyed relationships. It totally derailed the course of my life. I had been on a positive trajectory, but that manic episode changed everything for the worse. And as a direct result of that episode, I fell into a severe depression. And this brings me to the story of how I put on this weight. I know the simple answer is, well, you overate and you didn't move enough. I get it. But oversimplification isn't helpful. I think it's important to draw attention to the other mitigating factors that contributed to me getting to the physical shape that I'm at today. And the primary one was, as I mentioned, depression. I experienced so much shame, fear, and doubt in the aftermath of my mental health episode. I was ashamed of things I had said, I was embarrassed about things I had done, and it really did feel like my life was over. I thought I would never work again, I thought I would never go to school again. Between March 2022 and December 2023, I put on 170 pounds. I went from 180 pounds to 354 pounds. That is quite the transformation, and it's one for the worse. I'm now at significantly higher risk of contracting deadly preventable diseases. But I don't want things to remain this way. And although I've struggled a great deal these last few years to get a big portion of this weight off, I have made some progress. As I mentioned, I was at 354. Well, now I'm at 314.4. 1 week ago from today, I weighed in at 318.8. So in 1 week, I lost 4.4 pounds. Now, I know that the battle isn't over. I know that this is just, well, 1 week. But I think this is exactly the type of win I needed in order to build momentum and in order to capitalize on the opportunity I have before me to get this weight off. And what I mean by opportunity is that I'm currently in college. I don't have a job at the moment, and outside of college, there's not really anything occupying a large portion of my time. And so by committing myself, by being diligent to an exercise routine and cutting back on calories in the kitchen, there's really no limit on what I can achieve in terms of weight loss. And there's reciprocal effects of exercising as well. I mean, it's intertwined with mental health. There's a saying that if the effects of exercise could be prescribed in a bottle, it would be the most effective antidepressant in the world. Now, I'm not a health expert. I can't attest to how truthful that claim is. But I've had doctors make that claim to me. And it's something that's stuck with me ever since. I haven't been heavy all my life. And I know that I'm not going to be heavy all my life. And I think this past week is evidence that I have what it takes in order to make the kind of progress and achieve the type of results that I'm capable of achieving. So going forward from now, I just got to maintain the routine that I've developed. These last 7 days, I've walked 7.1 miles per day. That's my average. That amounts to 14,800 plus steps per day. But it also took work in the kitchen. I've had plenty of times where I've walked as many as 20,000 steps and didn't end up losing weight after doing it for several days because it was offset by me consuming too much calories in the kitchen. Well, this past week I was able to really prioritize my kitchen game while also getting the exercise routine done. And those two things culminated in me losing 4.4 pounds. Um, Immensely proud of the progress I've made, not just physically, because I've gone from 354 to 314. And I know I can get back down to 180, maybe even lower. But I'm also proud of the mental health recovery I've experienced these last few years. I thought my life was over. I thought I would never work again, but then I did, and I got a position working in retail management. Sure, it's not the best, not the most lucrative, but it's experience, and it definitively proved that I am capable of working again. I thought I would never go to college again. I thought my education was over. But then I transferred to a new institution, and I'm currently taking 3 accelerated courses online at a college, at a new university that I transferred to. So time and time again, my negative self-talk has proved wrong. The demons in my mind were proven wrong. And I want to continue to prove to myself, I want to continue to do this, not for anyone else, but for myself. And I think that is absolutely paramount, because losing weight is a daunting task. Make no mistake about it. But it can be done. As evidenced by this past week alone, as evidenced by the 40 pounds I've lost thus far. Sure, it's not as much as I could have lost had I been more consistent. I could have lost a great deal more. But it's not about the past. It's not about where I was. It's about where I am and where I'm going. And where I am today relative to where I was in terms of mental health is so profound. So I want anyone out there struggling, whether it's with mental health or weight, to know that you're not alone. In the face of that alienation, remember, you're not alone. And it's okay not to be okay. Overeating was my main method of coping with the depression I felt after my mania. I never in a million years, though, thought that I would be in 300-pound territory. Of course, that ended up happening. After all that transpired, it served as a catalyst to bring me to the point where I'm at today. But I'll tell you right now, I don't plan on staying here. I'm going to keep assiduously working to get this weight off. I hope you'll subscribe and join me on my journey if you're new. We get lots of new viewers to the channel, and I could see that in the analytics, but not too many who subscribe. So for those of you who do subscribe, I appreciate it a great deal. I have a lot of content on my channel to check out. But even if not, I appreciate you watching, and I appreciate all of my regular viewers as well. It means the world to me to have this community that I have. And so with that, I'll conclude here by saying love, light, and tranquility to all.